Namaste. Welcome to this water flow in the forest where we will be free flowing and embodying the element of water, which I myself have been feeling very strongly connected to recently. So I just felt this urge to come and flow with the water element in the forest. Before you practice this video, please read the comments just to make sure that this practice is safe for you at this moment in time. There are going to be some quite dynamic movements and postures, so I would recommend having a block or some support handy if you are ready for this practice. So when you're ready, we're going to start in reclined Baddha pose or bound angle pose. Soles of the feet touching, laying reclined on our backs. And if you're able to practice this outside, I highly recommend it. I'm not by water here, but even just being out amongst the natural elements can really activate your practice. Resting your hands all the way down on the lower abdomen, over your sexual organs, reproductive organs, tapping into the sacral center, our water element center. Close your eyes if it feels good. Hopefully you can hear some of the beautiful nature sounds that are around me here in the forest. Feeling into that opening in the hips and the lower back, the inner thighs. So for our water flow practice, we're going to be really working with the sacral chakra, the second energy center, our sexual life force center, our center for creative energy, water, divine feminine. So this practice will be heavily focused on hip openers and also some fluid flowing. So in this moment, we're going to embody water when it's still. So perhaps imagining yourself floating atop a lake, a still body of water. Seeing if you can allow yourself to sink into the water, becoming still, expansive and open. Tuning into your breath. Can you make a breathing sound as you inhale and exhale that mirrors the sound of a gentle wave or of water lapping? Perhaps mirroring the gentle sound of a stream as the water flows and trickles and ebbs. Imagining that with your inhale, water is flowing up from the base of your spine, all the way up into the crown of your head. And as you exhale, the water is flowing back down your spine and then also down your arms, out into your hands, the tips of your fingers, down the spine, down through the base of the spine, all the way down your legs, out through the soles of your feet. Inhaling the water into the body, up the spine to the crown of the head. Exhaling, filling the body with the sacred divine waters. Perhaps thinking about the type of water you wish to embody today. Stillness, strength, perhaps it's softness, fluidity, shifting and changing. Or do you want to be strong and unbreakable, powerful, a creative force to be reckoned with? Thinking about all of the many different qualities of water, just like a goddess. Water can change her form at any given moment. Ice, snow, rivers, lakes, oceans.
Water holds the infinite possibilities of creation. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Breathing in water. Breathing out water, sending that water flow all around your body. Breathing in water. Breathing out water. One more time. Breathing in water. Breathing out water. If you need to use the assistance of your hands, please do, to draw your knees back together at the center. And now switch. So bring your feet as wide as your mat, knees touching. Arms can rest down by your side or out wide. And in a windscreen wiper motion, swaying your knees from side to side. I am very blessed here to have the view of the treetops up above me. If you feel that you wish to have your eyes open, taking in the space that's above you. It's not so often that we lay on our backs and looking upwards at the space beyond. But perhaps if you're not in a space where you are enjoying the view, you can close down your eyes and allow your inner world to unfold. Maybe setting the intention to visualize the element of water or the color blue. Or if you're very in tune with the sacral center, perhaps you want to visualize the color orange, like sunrises and sunsets. This really is your choice of how you choose to work with and embody the element today. Let's take one more sway in both directions. Come back to the center and hug your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg long on the mat. Give your right ankle some rotation, starting that fluid, flowing motion, rolling your ankle in one direction and then changing the direction. Breathing slowly and steadily, finding stillness, let your feet relax, and as you inhale, roll up your spine, squeezing your knee to your nose to your knee, and exhaling as you roll down and release. Inhale as we lift up and squeeze, finding that strength in the body, and as we exhale, softening, flowing, and releasing. One more time. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we roll down and release. Switch sides. Send that right leg out long. Bring the left knee in, knee towards chest. Give it a squeeze and start rotating your left ankle. Doesn't matter which direction, just go with the flow of your body. And change the direction of these circles. Breathing that slow, deep ocean breath, either in through your nose and out through your mouth, or in and out through your nose to keep it slow, deep, and steady. Softening your feet. Inhale, lift your head up off the mat, squeezing, nose towards knee, knee towards nose. Exhale, release and soften your body, rolling down the spine. Inhale, lift up, squeeze up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhaling up, squeezing, tightening, exhaling, softening, and releasing. And send that leg long. Roll over onto your front. Bring your hands either side of your chest, legs together, nose, chin, or forehead, gently brushing the mat. Inhale as you lift your head and look forwards, and you're going to lift your hands and squeeze your elbows in towards the back of your rib cage. Exhale, bring your hands down and bring your nose, chin, or forehead down. I'm going to give you an option now. You can repeat that again if that felt like a deep enough back bend for you, or we can take it a step deeper, keeping the hands where they are, lifting up, and you can either lift your hands or start pushing into the hands, keeping the elbows nice and bent but squeezing your elbows
in towards your rib cage, lifting your head up away from your shoulders. And exhale, roll down and release. We're going to do that one more time. And again, you have the option to repeat whatever you did in the last step, or you can come with me, taking it a step higher. We're going to slide the hands back now so that they're in line with the shoulders. We're going to inhale, look forwards, lift up, start pushing into the hands, pushing a little bit higher, still keeping a micro bend in the elbows as we come to a high cobra pose, squeezing elbows into your body, strong and supported back bend, keeping the front of your hips planted to the mat. And exhale, release down from here, pushing straight back into your balasana, your supported child's pose, walking your knees forwards under your body, sitting your hips back towards your heels, rounding the spine down. And if your forehead can't come down to the ground, perhaps you like to rest it on a cushion or a block. Let's take 3 slow, deep ocean breaths here. Lift your head, come back up onto hands and knees, coming to a tabletop pose. We're going to do some rolling cat-cows so that we can embody the waves of an ocean and that rolling motion of water. So we're going to bring the knees out as wide as the mat or as wide as you can, big toes to touch. And normally we would have our wrists under our shoulders. We're just going to walk them a little step forward so we've got more space. So that on our inhale, we're also going to rock our weight forwards so that shoulders are over the wrists. And then we're going to lift the base of the spine and the crown of the head up. And then as we exhale, whilst rounding down, pushing tailbone back towards the heels, looking down at the mat. Inhale to get us back to that first position, soft bend in the elbows as we slide our heart and our belly forwards, lifting up into that arched spine. Exhale, rounding down. Let's do 3 more. Try to keep this a fluid movement as you inhale, lift. Exhale, rock back and round down. Inhale, the wave comes in. Exhale, the wave rolls back. 2 more. Inhaling. And rounding down, last one. Inhale. And exhale, round down and stay here in your extended child's pose. This time getting more of a stretch for the hips, if you can, coming all the way down with your head, extending your arms, pushing the base of your spine back towards your heels so you get that stretch for the lower body. Lift your head, come back up onto hands and knees. Realign yourself so that your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, and then come up to this so that you're standing up on your knees. We're going to step the right leg forwards and then really push your weight down into that right foot so we find ourselves in a low lunge position. Ideally, you want your knee to be stacked over your ankle. We're going to bring the fingertips down in line with the toes, and we're going to tuck the back toes under. We're going to do some rolling lunges. So as we inhale, we're going to lift the head up and lift the chin, extending our low lunge. And then as we exhale, we're going to lift that back leg and see if we can straighten the front and the back leg, rolling our weight towards that back foot. So an extended pyramid pose. Inhale, bend both knees, come down, low lunge, lift the head and the chin. Exhale, rolling up
and back. Both legs as straight as you can. Bow your head down. Inhale, bend down, lift up again. This is a rolling wave motion. Exhale, lift up, roll back. This time we're going to come back down to that low lunge, and we're going to do a wide side lunge. I like to call this the ninja pose. Let's call it the water ninja today. We're going to walk both hands to the inside of our right foot, and then keep walking your hands to the left, so towards the back of your mat. We're going to lift up the left leg and roll onto the inside of the left foot. So we're already in this low side lunge. Knee is bent. It might be a bit too deep for you. If that's the case, you can bring your hands up onto a block, or you can stand up in this wide side lunge. Or if you want to go deeper, you can roll onto that left heel. Hands can stay down. Or you might want to see if you can come to this water ninja balance, resting your right elbow on the inside of your right knee, hands to heart. Let's take a breath. And exhale, release. Walk yourself back to the front of your mat, framing your right foot, rolling onto your left toes. Bend your left knee down, roll your weight back, remembering this rolling motion. Sit back onto your heels, give your hips a shake and a sway from side to side. I can highly recommend practicing yoga in a nice floaty dress, by the way. It feels very free. I am wearing shorts underneath, for those of you who are wondering. It feels wonderful just being able to float and be free. We don't have to wear leggings or tight shorts. We can let our bodies breathe and flow just like water. So highly recommend trying it, man, woman, however you choose to call yourself. Have fun. Try dressing up for yoga, for moving your body. Why not? So let's come up onto hands and knees. We'll do the same on the left hand side. You've seen me this time, so I'm gonna be facing my back to you. Let's step the left leg forwards. So your foot is going to be in front of your knee, and then as you bend and push your weight into that left foot, we sink into it so that knee is stacked over ankle. Bringing the fingertips down in line with the left toes, we're going to take that extended low lunge, rolling upwards to extended pyramid. Tuck your back toes under so you're ready to lift. Inhale, lift your chest, your chin, your head. Exhale, lift that back leg. Roll your weight back, straightening the legs the best you can. Round your head down, extended pyramid. Inhale, bend your knees, come back down. Extended low lunge, lift your chest, your head. Exhale, lift, extend up and back, round down. One more, keep flowing like water. Inhaling, exhaling, lifting up and back. Inhale, bending down, coming back down into your low lunge. We're going to do the side water ninja lunge now. So I'm going to be turning away from you as we walk our hands to the right towards the back of the mat, hands under your chest. We're going to lift the back leg, so that right knee, and then open it out so that you're standing on that right foot now in this side lunge. You may feel that you need to stand up or use a block to support you, or you can roll onto the right heel, sinking deep into your lunge. You might want to try something different with the arms up overhead, hands over crown, or hands to your heart. Finding a deep ocean breath to support you here. And release. Look back towards the front of your mat. Frame your left foot. Roll onto your right toes. Right knee comes down. Roll your weight back. Sit back onto your heels and give your hips a shake. Taking some deep breaths. So we're staying reasonably close to the ground today. If you think about it, earth and water, the first two elements that we work with, they are very close to the ground.
Earth being the foundation, water flows through the foundation. So it feels good to still be staying quite close to the earth when we do this water flow. So taking a couple more breaths, rocking your hips, loosening up that sacral center, the water center, and coming back up onto hands and knees. We're going to make our way to a downward facing dog. Wrists under your shoulders, fingers spread wide, toes tucked. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your knees, push the base of your spine towards the back of your mat, and then lift up. Relax your head down. Take some pedals of your legs up and down, bending and straightening one at a time, getting a stretch for the back of the legs. Find stillness as you inhale. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend and flex that foot, bringing right heel to glute, and open your right knee out. Three-legged dog, really getting that big hip opener for the right leg. Holding for a breath. As you inhale, bring your right knee back to the center. Look between your hands and see if you can use a push or a big gust of water to help you get that right foot between your hands. We are going to rotate the back heel towards the right foot, opening us up in preparation for a warrior two. As you inhale, sweep your arms forward, up overhead. Exhale, open your arms out to shoulder height. Again, keeping right knee stacked over the right ankle, arms at shoulder height, tucking your tailbone in, nice strong line from spine to crown. And we're going to do a water dance. Take a breath in. As you exhale, flip your palms up, soften your elbows, lean back, look up to the sky. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, bend that right elbow, elbow to knee, reaching left arm up and over again, leaning back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, flip the palms up, reverse. Inhale, warrior two, palms down. Exhale, bend, leaning back. As graceful and flowing as you can. Warrior two, last round. Exhale, soften and lean back, dancing like a water dragon. Inhale and exhale, leaning forwards, head leans back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, turn your gaze down towards your right foot. Bring your left hand down, framing the foot with your right hand, rolling your left toes forwards, finding yourself back in an extended lunge. Inhale as you step your right leg back, high plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees down to the mat. Bring elbows to ribs as you come down, chest and chin. Inhale, slide your heart, navel, sacral forwards, finding that high cobra or cobra variation of your choice from the start of the practice. Focusing on your lower abdomen. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes under, bend your knees, push your tailbone back towards your heels. You can stay here for a moment if you like, or push up, finding your downward facing dog once again. Pedaling out the legs, if this feels good. Taking some deep breaths before we repeat on the other side. Taking one more breath, finding stillness, finding your stability. Make sure your head and your neck is as relaxed as possible. And as you inhale, this time lifting left leg to the sky. Exhale, flex the foot. Bring heel to glute and open that knee outwards. Three-legged dog, big hip opener. Hold for a breath. As you inhale, bring the knee back to the center. Look forward towards your hands and using a big gust of water, aim to get the left foot between your hands. Keep your back leg lifted. rolling your right heel towards your left foot, bending deeply into your left knee. Sweep your arms forward, up overhead. Exhale, open up wide, warrior two. Arms are at shoulder height, knee is stacked over ankle, tailbone is tucked to keep the body straight. And let's dance. Inhale, exhale, soften and lean back. Inhale, center. Exhale, bending left elbow to knee, reach the right arm up overhead, lean back. Inhale, center. Let's make this a flowing movement and motion. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Last round. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, soften. Lean back, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, leaning forwards, holding here. Take a breath in. Exhale, look down at your left foot. Bring the right hand down, left hand down. Rolling your right toes forwards. Inhale, step back. Finding your high plank pose. Exhale, knees come down. Elbows come down to ribs, chest and chin to the mat. Flatten your feet. Inhale, sliding forwards to your back bend of choice. Take a breath. Tuck your toes under. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Pushing your tailbone to your heels, lifting up. Taking a few breaths here. Finding that ocean breath. Remembering the type of water you wish to embody today. Is it stillness? Is it fluidity? Maybe you want to start moving your body in a certain way, or maybe you just want to focus on being soft and still and focusing on your breath. You choose. You can roll in your downward dog. Lots of options. You can sway your hips. You can lift and kick your legs and roll onto your heels. Let's take one more breath. Look towards your hands, bend your knees, roll your shoulder weight over your wrists and step your feet wide. And we're going to come straight down into Malasana, yogic squat. Bending your knees, sitting down, and a really great way to practice this for anyone who has tight hips is to put a block. You can put it upright and sit down on the block. It can be so supportive for tight hips or hips that say, nope, I'm not going to do that. And you may find that you can come to here. You may have a chair or a stool that you can rest your tailbone on. Otherwise, we are all the way down, and you might find that you want to sway from side to side, bringing some movement. You can try lifting your arms, flowing, or if you want to be strong and still and impenetrable, you can find your strength and your stillness here. For me today, it feels a bit more nourishing and healing to move, so that's what I'm going to do. And this looks like a waterfall coming down from my body, so I'm going to go with that fluid water motion. Taking deep breaths as you breathe into your hips. If you are moving like me, let's take a moment of pause and stillness. Sending some love down into our sacral centers, our keepers of water and wisdom and creation. Take a breath in, and if you are down low in your squat, as you exhale, see if you can sit yourself back. Bring the soles of your feet together, and we're going to come back to that Baddha Konasana pose. And then make your way here. If you weren't low enough to the ground, we'll meet you here. I've got some forest bits caught up in my dress. Depending on how deeply you wish to stretch your inner thighs, you can draw the legs close towards you or push them away. The choice is yours. We're going to inhale, extend the spine up high. Exhale, pull on your legs, round the spine and softening down. So again, it's this embodiment of two different types of water. We inhale, find that strength. Exhale, as we soften and flow down. Let's do 3 more. Inhaling, as we lift. Exhale, as we soften and round down. Inhale, arms and spine are straight. Exhale, spine and arms are bent and rounded. 1 more. Inhale, lifting up tall. Exhale, bending and rounding down. And this time you can go to your maximum depth. And breathe into the waters of your sacral center. Big deep sighs if it feels good, like big gushes of water through the nose, in and out through the mouth. Allowing the crown of your head to sink further and further down into the earth. And lifting all the way up. Draw your knees together. You may need to bring a bit more space between your legs and your body. And bring your right ankle onto your left knee. You might want to now bump your tailbone up towards your leg, and we're going to roll onto our backs and come straight into our reclined pigeon pose. If this is too much for you, you can bring that left foot back down to the mat. However, if you want to go deeper in this beautiful restorative stretch for the hips, you can lift the legs towards you, and you can either thread your hands through, holding the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin, if that's available for your body. Just making sure that wherever you're at, your head stays on the ground. And if your neck or your shoulders are sore, you can lift up and put a block or a cushion under your head. That can feel nice and supportive in this posture. Maybe finding some movement, some sways from side to side. See what you want to do with your feet too. Maybe flexing or rolling or relaxing. Remembering the water that you are embodying today. Let yourself flow, let yourself be. Letting go of what you think your yoga practice should look like or feel like, and allow the water element within you to guide you. Maybe imagining that you're floating on a river, or you're deep down in the depths of the ocean. How would that feel? Let's take 1 more breath and we'll change legs. Maybe squeezing that knee in so you get a deep stretch before we twist. Before we switch, not twist. And let that leg go. Once the right foot's down on the mat, you can bring left ankle and rest it on the right knee. Draw the legs toward you if this is what you did on the other side. Finding the depth that feels like a good, juicy, deep stretch for you. It shouldn't cause you to grimace in pain, but it should feel like it's doing something for the body. So back of the thigh for your grip, or front of the shin. And perhaps closing your eyes and coming to stillness and solitude. Or maybe you feel more fluid and playful today, rolling the ankles, the body, finding movement in the hips. The choice is yours. Don't forget to breathe wherever you're at.
couple more breaths and we'll release to Savasana. Gently releasing and letting go. Bringing the feet down. Now if you have sore hips, lower back, knees, you may want to bring your feet wide and let your knees knock together so that they can support one another. This is great support for the lower back. If you have any issues with the base of your pelvis or your knees, I can highly recommend this supported option. However, if you feel comfortable in your body today to go to full Savasana, bring the legs wide, at least as wide as the corners of the mat, because you'll see in me, when my legs are stiff and together, the muscles are tight. But when I open the legs wide, watch this. Everything just falls open as it's meant to be. Remembering that one of the beautiful qualities of water helps us to surrender. Surrender to the flow, to the river, surrendering to the endless change and shift, growing, flowing, slowing, fastening, changing direction, changing course. It's all a part of the mystical, beautiful, incredible journey of water. I really invite you now to close down your eyes as we end this water flow in the forest with some time for introspection. Because you've opened your hips and you've opened your body and you've been breathing deeply, your body is now this open channel for energy to flow freely. And allow your life force to flow within you without restriction, dancing in every cell, purifying, activating and upgrading your DNA with the divine, crystalline waters. Perhaps you wish to float off somewhere, allowing yourself to be carried by the water. Perhaps you wish to literally feel as though you are at one with the water, as though a waterfall is flowing all the way through you so strongly that you feel you are a part of that flow and that force. Maybe you just wish to feel that you are floating atop the middle of a lake that is so still and serene that it brings you the most blissful sensation of openness and serenity, infinite inspiration, creative energy. Opening yourself up to wherever the water element wishes to take you in this moment, and taking a mental snapshot of it in your mind's eye so that you can remember the journey that you have gone on today, wherever you're at, and where the water has brought you to, and the messages that the water element wishes you to receive at this time. Bringing awareness back into your breath. Taking some deep breaths, and you can slowly start moving your body, but there's absolutely no rush here. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. Maybe touching your body slowly. And as we draw this practice to a close, if you liked this video, please let me know in the comments which element you'd like us to explore next. A subscribe and a like of this video would support me in so many ways. thank you for joining. And whenever you feel ready to move your body, you can slowly bring yourself back up to a seated position.
Sending you so much love, and may you find that water element within you and all around you. May you be inspired. May your creativity flow without restriction and with ease. Namaste.